Hello students, good morning. My name is Harendra Tiwari from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear students, in the last video, we had discussed about introductory part of the states of matter. There we have learnt the physical states of matter, the general classification of the physical state of matter, solid, liquid, gas, and existence of these physical state of matter in terms of intermolecular forces and thermal energy of the particles. A kind of balance between these two factors leads or responsible for the matters to be exist in a particular state, and at last we characterized or we understand the characteristics of solid, liquid and gas. Now in this video class I am going to explain to you about intermolecular forces. So let us learn about intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces, as we know that the intermolecular forces, this is the force of attraction and force of repulsion, repulsive and attractive in nature. When we talk about the what is the intermolecular, generally we use the term intermolecular, we can use the term interparticle also. The intermolecular forces, it indicates us, or we can define it, the forces present between any two particles. Suppose this is A and B, then these two particles have some interaction with each other. We call that intermolecular interaction or interparticle interaction. This interaction because of that intermolecular forces. There are two types of intermolecular forces on the basis of nature, that is maybe repulsive or maybe attractive. So the first is that intermolecular repulsion force, and next is the intermolecular attraction force, or we can say that repulsive intermolecular forces and attractive intermolecular forces. So for explaining the intermolecular forces, we have categorized the attractive force. So here I tell you that attractive intermolecular force, attractive intermolecular forces are known as van der Waals forces. In honor of Dutch scientist van der Waals, we call that attractive intermolecular forces is the van der Waals forces. Means van der Waals forces is another name for the attractive intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces are of two types: repulsive intermolecular forces and attractive intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces, that are forces present between the two molecules, that are two particles, that may be atoms or molecule. Then here that we explain that attractive intermolecular forces are, we can say that for understanding the existence of matter and behavior of the physical state of the matter, we should have a knowledge of intermolecular forces that is attractive, means we explain the behavior or existence of physical state of matters by taking the consideration of the attractive intermolecular forces that is named in honor of van der Waals. He was Dutch scientist. Now the question, why we given another name attractive intermolecular force is van der Waals forces? Because he was the scientist who described why the real gases deviate from the ideal behavior, means whatever the ideal behavior we are expecting to the gas, they will behave such as, but they behave the different, means the gases, those are having their own characteristics, they are behaving, they are not following the ideal gas equations, so we call that real gas. So deviation, his work is that he used the attractive intermolecular forces to explain the deviation, to explain the deviation of real gases from ideal behavior. So he used attractive intermolecular forces to explain the deviation of real gases from ideal gas behavior, where that's why we have given another name of this force to van der Waals force. We have given the van der Waals force is another name for attractive intermolecular force. Is it correct? Now, the next point is that types of attractive intermolecular forces. Attractive intermolecular forces, or we can say that van der Waals forces. Once again I tell you, Dutch repulsive intermolecular forces is called van der Waals forces? No. Repulsive intermolecular forces is not a van der Waals forces. Does attractive intermolecular forces is known as van der Waals forces? Yes. Attractive intermolecular forces is known as van der Waals forces. Now types of attractive intermolecular forces are van der Waals forces. So the types of, means the different types of the attractive intermolecular forces that is categorized on the basis of the nature of the molecule. So on the basis of nature of the molecule we can classify van der Waals forces into following class. So now what is the meaning of nature of the molecule? The one point I remind you, these forces is apart from the ionic bond and covalent bond. Ionic bond electrostatic forces and covalent bonds that is basically responsible for the chemical properties of the matter. But these physical forces, this is a, we can say that attractive intermolecular force is the physical force. This is almost determine the physical property of the matter. Clear? So nature of the molecule. Do you remember? The polar, there are two types. We can classify the covalent molecule into two categories. One is that polar molecule. Another is the non-polar molecule. As I told you earlier, this force of attraction is because of the molecular interaction. Polar molecule, non-polar molecule. Then what are the possibility of the molecular interaction? Now try to understand what are the possibility of the molecular interaction. The first possibility, case 1, either non-polar molecule get interact with each other. Non-polar molecule get interact with each other. Case number 2, either polar molecule with get interact with the polar molecule, and case 3rd, possibility is polar molecule get interact with non-polar molecule, polar molecule get interact with non-polar molecule. As we know, van der Waals force is because of interaction between molecule. So non-polar molecule get interact with non-polar, polar molecule get interact with polar, and polar molecule get interact with non-polar. These are the possibility of molecular interaction we have. How many possibility for the molecular interaction? There are 3 possibility. Is that on the basis of the nature of the molecule, the polar molecule and non-polar molecule. This is what? This is the nature of molecule. On the basis of nature of the molecule, we can classify the molecule into 2 categories. One is the polar, another is non-polar. Then we can easily understand that what are the kinds of molecular interactions may exist between these molecules, since the molecular interactions leads to the attractive intermolecular forces or van der Waals forces. The magnitude of the strength of these forces is because of that interaction between these 2 different types of the molecules. So when the non-polar molecule getting interact with non-polar, there may be possibility polar molecule getting interact with polar, maybe possibility polar molecule get interact with non-polar. So non-polar molecule means what? The molecules such as in which the positive and negative charge electrons are distributed symmetrically, there is no any pole formed. Positively and negatively charges symmetrically distributed in the molecule. symmetrically distributed in the molecule, symmetrically distributed in the molecule. This is the polar molecule. Non-polar molecule, non-polar molecule, the molecule such as, the example of non-polar molecule I tell you, carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide. The non-polar molecules such as HCl, hydrogen and Cl, or we can say that in which molecule there are two poles are existing, we call them polar molecule. When we observed in a molecule two different poles, the positive end and negative end, then we call that molecule is the polar molecule, means positive end and one negative end. There are two poles, but here we cannot easily explain that pole, but here we can explain and identify the pole such as, example, HCl, hydrochloric acid, it is an example of polar molecule. Let me write the examples on that side. Next is the possibility, this is the polar molecule in which the pole already present, positive and negative, that is getting interact with any non-polar molecule, that is getting interact with any non-polar molecule. So these interactions, what we call these interactions, what we call these interactions, such as there are three types of molecular interactions we have, and on the basis of these molecular interactions we can classify the intermolecular forces into three categories. The interaction between these non-polar molecules such as carbon dioxide, example, carbon dioxide, carbon, oxygen, carbon, oxygen, HCl, and you can think that interaction between HCl and CO2, that is maybe possible. So what interaction this is? What interaction this is, and what interaction this is? So these three different types of interactions classify or named such as the interactions present between two polar molecules, that we call dispersion forces or London forces. An interaction present between two polar molecule is commonly known as dipole forces. An interaction present between one polar and another non-polar is known as dipole induced dipole forces. So now we have these three different types of intermolecular attractive forces. Now we can classify these three different types of intermolecular forces. The how many types of van der Waals forces on the basis of nature of the molecule we can classify, or we can explain there are three different types of the van der Waals forces. An interaction between two non-polar molecules is known as dispersion forces or London forces. An interaction between two dipole molecules is dipole-dipole forces, and interactions between one polar and one non-polar molecule is known as dipole-induced dipole forces. So please note it down it, then I will explain one by one what is the meaning of dispersion forces or London forces, what is the meaning of dipole-dipole forces, and what do you mean dipole-induced dipole forces. So please note it down it, then I will continue one by one. Just now we have concluded that there are three types of van der Waals forces. This classification, there are three types of van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. On the basis of interaction developed between the different kind of the molecule, we can classify the van der Waals forces into three categories. The first of all is dispersion forces, or we call it London forces. In honor of Fritz London, who explained this force. As we know that these interactions develop between two non-polar molecule. Now let us try to understand how these interactions develop. As we know that if anywhere any interaction is developed, that is because of that two opposite charge particles. That interactions may be attractive or may be repulsive. As we know, every matter has the charges, that is positive charge and negative charge. So presence of positive and negative charge enable the atoms to interact with each other, either attractive and either repulsive. Here we are talking about the attractive interactions. Attractive interaction is the result of the two opposite body came close to each other. As we know that the two oppositely charged attract to each other. But in case of non-polar molecules, when we observe, they are due to the symmetrical distributions here, there should no any interaction. But they have a little interactions. Due to these weak interactions, carbon dioxide exists in the gaseous state. But they have existence, generally we call that negligible, but we cannot say that is, they have the something interactions, they have present there. Something interactions present, little. So how the both molecule A and B getting interact with each other? The first, anyhow this charge is mobilizing throughout the molecule. So it is explained such a way that is due to the some movement of the negative charge particles and the negatively charged particles for a moment the charges get dispersed, means it is symmetrical distribution. Through the symmetrical distribution the charges get dispersed to each other for a moment instantaneously the polar molecule, in the polar molecule there are poles are formed. In polar molecule, pole, instantaneously a polar molecule get converted into polar molecule instantaneously due to the interactions of the charges, movement of the negative charge, the positive charge and negative charge get away from each other, and instantly the non-polar molecule get converted into polar molecule. This is for a moment, suddenly it happens. Then when it get converted into polar molecule instantaneously, then it induces this molecule to become polar. This induces this molecule to become polar. So now this induces means that is to motivate because the positive charge started repelling the negative charge and negative charge get started to disperse at one end. So as a result, sorry, I explained wrong. Positive charge attracting the negative charge and repelling the positive charge. So at a moment these negative charge come closer to this side, get collected one end, and the positive charge move away, means at another end. So this molecule A induces and motivate the molecule B to become polar. So this polarity arises due to inducing effect of molecule A. Molecule A induces, and as a result both became for a moment instantaneously polar, and an interaction is generated. So such type of interaction we call that dispersion induction. This is the possible due to dispersion of the charge from the symmetrical distribution to unsymmetrical distribution. This is the symmetrical distribution, and this is unsymmetrical distribution. So due to the unsymmetrical distribution, the pole has been formed in these two molecules and both came together and an interaction arises between them. This type of interaction we call dispersion forces or London forces. Another point we need to understand here, we use one term is the interaction energy. Interaction energy, the energy used to interact both the molecule, that we call interaction energy, and interaction energy is found to inversely proportional to the distance, sixth power of the distance between two molecules. R is here, R is the distance distance between two molecule. So this is all about the dispersion force or London force. You noted down it, then I will continue the next. Now let us continue with the second. The second is dipole forces. Dipole forces. As I told you, the dipole forces, it is applicable or it arises between the two dipole molecule. It arises between two dipole molecule. This dipole molecule has a partially charged. These dipole molecules are partly charged. The meaning is that the dipole molecule, this is a hydrogen and chlorine. So the partial charge arises at the hydrogen atom and partial charge arises at the chlorine atom due to the more electronegativity of the chlorine as compared to hydrogen. So this partial charge magnitude of partly charged magnitude of charge is less than 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Whatever the charge appear, that is always less than the 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 90 coulomb, means this partially negative charge, it is less than the minus 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 coulomb, and this partially plus charge is less than that plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So these interactions arises between the two polar molecule. They already have a dipole. This is a chlorine, this is a hydrogen. Already they have the dipole such as, and the interactions existing between this type of molecule. This interactions is known as dipole forces. Since it is oriented, all the polar molecules are oriented in a particular directions, so we call this effect is known as orientation effect. Orientation means they have a particular orientation in particular directions. That's why we call it the orientation effect. It is also known as Keeson forces. Keeson forces. Now let us understand the dipole interaction energy. Dipole interaction energy. So here the dipole interaction energy in case 1 in stationary molecule such as in case of the solid. In solid, as we know that there is no relative motion of the molecule, so there the interaction energy is 1 divided by r to the power 3, means the distance between two polar molecule, distance between two polar molecule, that is r, distance between two polar molecule is, this distance is r. In case of rotatory molecule, such as liquid, gas or liquid, this is same as earlier, r to the power 6. So this is the whole about the interaction energy. What is the interaction energy in the dipole forces? The interaction energy, we have the two categories. The molecule is stationary, there the directly proportional to 1 by rq. Molecule is rotatory, there is directly proportional to the distance, sixth power of the distance between the two polar molecule. The strength and magnitude of the dipole forces is depend on the size and charges of the particle or molecule. The strength is depend on size and charges on polar molecule. So this is whole about the dipole forces. You let us note it down, then I discuss the next one. Now let us continue the third. Dipole induced dipole forces. As you know that these forces arises between the one permanent dipolar molecule and another non-polar molecule. What is happening here? This polar molecule started to repel this positive charge. So this positive charge started to repel this positive charge, and this negative charge getting attracted by this positive charge. So after some times we will observe something like this. There is the formation of two pole in the non-polar molecule, and it already present as such as. So this is a non-polar, and this is a polar. Means it is permanently polar, it has the permanently dipole, and that is getting interact with non-polar molecules. So how does this interactions arises? This permanently dipole getting inducing started the motivating this non-polar molecule to form the polar molecule. So this motivation we call this is the induced effect. This is the induced. This dipole started inducing the non-polar molecules and converting it into the polar molecule, and then a force of attractions arises between these two dipole moment. This is the permanent, this is a permanent, and this is temporary. So this permanent dipole induces the dipole character in the non-polar, that is called dipole induced dipole forces. I hope you have understood it. Dipole induced dipole means one already dipole and other that is induced by the molecule which is already is the dipole molecule. So what about the interaction energy? interaction energy, so it is same as London force 1 by r to the power 6. R is the distance between the two molecule. One is the permanent dipole and other is the temporary dipole form. So this is whole about the three types of the interactions and forces that is existing between the different molecules. So today we have completed the intermolecular forces of attractions. So at last I tell you, thank you. Thank you. You do study. We will meet in the next class. Wish you all the best.